Good Tuesday morning, everybody. Chris Allen with your weather podcast for this Tuesday, the 1st of March. And March is going to come in like a lion. Maybe not too bad of a lion. Yesterday, we were put in a slight risk area for severe storms. Then we were taken out by midday, and now we've been put back in. It's like, make up your mind. But that is pretty typical of the month of March and the way the weather behaves. Another reason they call it March Madness and not just in basketball. It is crazy to keep up with all the transitions that are happening, but we're doing that, and we're going to watch it even later this morning. We're going to begin to see showers and thunderstorms rolling in, and there is the potential for some damaging winds, very heavy rain, lightning, and, of course, the possibility that we could get some hail. Tornado threat is relatively low, but as we always say, never completely rule that possibility out. Looks like things will start rolling into the Bowling Green area sometime after 10 a.m. this morning, maybe even sooner to the west. And then stick around through midday, the lunch hour, and then roll out sometime through early to mid-afternoon, it appears, the timing of the situation right now. 62 was the official high temperature in Bowling Green yesterday for your Monday, and that happened just after midnight early yesterday. 54 is the average high, so we were 8 degrees above average. 36 was our low, 33 the average low, so we were 3 degrees above the average low for the day. 1 year ago, we had a high of 39 and a low of 22 back in 2015. Just a trace of rainfall yesterday doesn't change the numbers. We're holding at 4.77 for the month of, well, that was the end of February yesterday. Yeah, leap day. So we ended February at 4.77, which is 81 hundredths of an inch of rain above the average for the month. So we're looking good. More rain to add to that today. 100% chance of showers and thunderstorms developing as we get on into the morning. It will also be windy today. Southwest winds at 18 to 36 miles per hour. A high today of 64. Doesn't feel like it right now because temperatures are chilly. We're only in the 30s here, almost 40. But looking at some of the Kentucky mesonet sites, you can tell a warm front is moving in just ahead of the rain and thunderstorms. It's in the 50s back toward Paducah and Murray, Kentucky, and parts of western Kentucky already into the 50s this morning, so it won't take long. It feels chilly out there right now, but it's going to warm up pretty quickly into the 60s as a southwesterly wind begins to take over. And as I mentioned, as we go through the morning, showers and thunderstorms will be developing. We're not seeing too much out there right now, but it won't take long for these storms to initiate. And when they do, some of the rainfall could be heavy at times. Then tonight, as colder air comes rushing in behind our cold front, that rain will end as a few wet snow showers with an overnight low at 32. We're not concerned about any accumulation. The ground and surface temperatures and roadways way too warm for any of this to be a concern. In the morning, there could be maybe an isolated icy spot, but we're going to jump back to 45. It will be a cooler day for Wednesday, but warm enough to where we don't have to worry about any concerns on the roadways. And it will become mostly sunny after we get rid of the storm system. We do go back to 50 for a high on Thursday, but another system moves in pretty quickly. This Clipper system will bring us another round of occasional showers, but no thunderstorms expected with this one. Just some rain and a gusty or breezy southwest wind. We keep it around 50 with a mix of sun and clouds on Friday, and then Saturday, mostly sunny. We jump all the way to 60 degrees. By Sunday, we see a high of 65. A slight chance of a light rain shower coming in Sunday night. And then Monday of next week begins a real spring-like warm-up. We've had tastes of this before, but so far we've not had a complete week in which we're looking at spring-like temperatures, but it does appear long range that next week will be that week in which we experience 70-degree weather just about every day, and in some cases we may be pushing close to 80. Yep, 80 next week. Does it mean that winter is over? No. Meteorologically speaking, today is the first day of spring. In other words, this is when us weather people take a look at the weather patterns and we declare it is spring. We just go by every 3 months. We just go ahead and, January, February, March, and then spring is done, or actually December, January, February, then March, April, May, spring, and then we go, that's how we do it. We don't go by the astronomical beginning of the seasons, which, of course, March 13th is the spring equinox, and that's coming up in a few days. But sort of speaking, this is the unofficial beginning of spring from a meteorological standpoint. And it looks like next week we are certainly going to feel that spring-like weather. But today, since we have been put back into that slight risk category, we're going to watch these thunderstorms. They should initiate to our west very quickly. Later this morning, expect around 9 or 10 o'clock to the west. Maybe even before that in western Kentucky, we'll start to see those storms popping up. And then they'll race eastward. And just before the midday show, we should begin to see a pretty good line of showers and thunderstorms moving through with gusty winds. Wouldn't be surprised to see some small hail out of some of these storms, but we're not expecting a widespread severe weather outbreak. We're not expecting tornadoes necessarily, although we can never, ever say that that's completely out of the question. We'll keep an eye on it, though. And then everything should be out of here by later this afternoon. All right, that should do it. Oh, reminder, 2016 Home Expo this weekend. If you didn't hear me yesterday, we will be selling and programming NOAA weather radios on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the WBKO booth at the Sloan Convention Center here in Bowling Green. That's where the Home Expo is held every year. Thousands, and I do mean thousands of people come out to this thing, and it's packed. It is packed every time we do this. It starts Friday, but it runs through Sunday. But the day that we will be there to sell and program NOAA weather radios will be Saturday morning from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. There is a cost to get in to the show, which I think is $10 a piece, 2 for $15. Children get in free. But then if you'd like to purchase a weather radio, that's going to cost you anywhere from, say, $30 to $40, $45, depending on the model, plus batteries and all that, so tax. And that's why our partner vendor, Kroger, will be there to handle all of that. So we'll see you Saturday out at the Sloan Convention Center. In the meantime, keep an eye on the weather today. We'll keep you up to date, of course, on the WBKO app and WBKO.com. If it starts to get really, really bad, we'll stream our coverage live, and you can follow it there on your device. In the meantime, know the weather before it knows you. God bless. Have a great day, and I'll see you live at 5:30 on AM Kentucky, 11 a.m. on midday. And then later today, join me for my radio show, Classic Hits Sam 100.7, from 3 until 7 p.m.